Hi there. That is chess lesson for the beginners, and the lesson one. Especially for the beginners, we will focus to correct mistakes in learning chess. We will learn how to learn chess, because if we learn chess by wrong way, we will not get all the benefits. We will not learn quick. If we learn chess properly, we know main principles how to learn chess and which mistakes we should avoid. We will grow very quick. In this lesson, I will try to explain one of the most important principles in chess, which I am explaining for my students again and again. Each lesson I'm trying to bring them this understanding. So this principle is learning chess from the end to the beginning, not from the beginning to the end. Usually people, when they start to learn chess, they pay attention only to the openings, and from the openings they play games, they move to the middle game, they have a little bit middle games, and they almost don't have endings. So like this, they never can really learn chess well and play chess well, because they don't know what do they want. They even cannot checkmate, yes, an example with queen and king versus king, or with a rook, and they don't know simple endings. They don't know where should they come. So that is deeply connected with a second principle. If you know your aim, you can come there. If you know which end game you want to get, you can create a good plan, a combination in the middle game. Very simple, you know, and you go there. If you know which middle game you want to get, you can create a good plan, idea, or combination in the opening. Very simple, you know, and you go there. Yes. So most of the people, they are trying to guess how to play chess, and they repeat this mistake over and over again entire life. That is that wrong. We should learn chess from the end to the beginning. The main aim of chess is to checkmate, not to take all pieces. Yes. But even if you take all pieces, you need to checkmate. Okay. This principle we will learn by classic games of power morphy today. And there are another topic I want to learn today with you: opening principles for the beginners and common mistakes. So that is not only for the beginners. Most of these principles is for everyone, and it's not only about openings. Most of these principles you can apply in middle game and end game. Okay. I will give you this file, and today we will see on the examples all of that principle, how does it work. Yes, and how can we punish opponent if he violate that principles. You should start the game with move e4 or d4. You need to control the center and activate your bishop. One piece, one move. Don't block your pieces. As soon as possible, make a castle. A knight on the rim is dim. It can attack fewer squares and doesn't fight in the center. Don't move your pawns without a big reason. That is very important principle, because most of the mistakes beginners do, they move their pawns. So and always, that is almost always, when you move your pawn, you will do mistake in the opening, in the middle game, in the end game, especially in the end games, and especially in the openings. Anytime you move your pawn, if you don't really have a reason behind that, you do mistake. So be very careful with your pawns. Pawns cannot move back. You easily can worsen your position. put your rooks on the open lines. Yeah, then on the open lines your rooks is much more active. It's like a river for the ship or a road for the car. Don't put your queen on the square where it easily can be attacked by an opponent, because you just simply will lose tempo, you lose time, and the opponent can develop pieces much quicker and attack your queen and improve position. Don't hurry to eat pawns in the openings. Develop your pieces. This principle we will see in the examples. All of the principles we will try to understand by examples of the old masters. Check carefully after each move what is your opponent threat. You need always check it and always defend your position. Always, if your opponent attack, you need to defend. That is, and when you have time, yes, it's better if you attack first. That's much better, of course. And also, if you see your opponent doesn't have threats, you create threats and attack yourself. Always try to attack something. Always try to create threats. And classic games to understand these principles. I will come back to this chart during lesson to show you how does it work in the real games. Okay, so if you don't know how to checkmate, even you cannot win the game. Yes, and first we always start to learn chess from king and queen versus king. One of the simplest way to checkmate is put your queen on the knight distance to the king, and always just knight distance and push king to the last line. When you see the king on the back rank, you need to cut him. We cannot move to e7 and g7. We cut the king on the back rank with our queen. Now king can just move on the back rank, and we simply bring our king to the king and checkmate. We can checkmate to f7, c8, d8, b8, an example like this. Okay. Okay, come back to for the beginning. That is one way. It took 12 moves to checkmate. Okay, and another way is another way we move together king and queen. This way should be a little bit quicker. If king g8, king g6, and if queen g7 mate, if queen h6, we just simply remember these principles. Is if in this position, an example, black to move, we wait on the 7th rank one move and checkmate, because yes, king will move to h5. So we just wait one move, king have only moved to h5, and we checkmate. Be careful about stalemates. An example, okay, I will try to turn. This way took 9 moves, is much quicker. Yes, when we move king and queen together. In this position, an example, if white to move queen f7, it will be draw. Yes, king cannot go anywhere, and we don't attack the king. That is stalemate. So be careful about stalemates. Okay, and the quickest way, I will try to I will try to oh yeah, I can do that. Yes, in this position is and quickest way to checkmate is push the king to the king. So not to push them to the another side of the board, just nearest side of the board. Queen d7. An example: Queen e4, Queen d6, Queen f5, and here is maybe like this. Yes, wait for one move, and king will go to the side, and simply that is advanced level, but this takes just 8 moves, sometimes 7. Yes, the quickest way is when we push king to the king and to the line near to the to the king. Yes, no need to push him so far. Okay. So move further. Just short reminds, you need to play this with your opponent. 2 rooks checkmate. Move to 2 rooks. It's very simple. We just move our rooks. We don't use our king. King will go to the side to attack our rook, one of the rook. When king move to the side to attack our rooks, we just move rooks to the side. Yes, and attack from another side. Just one by one, we cut all lines like this. Very simple. Okay, I will not explain it for long because it's quite easy, just short reminding. Yes, and with one rook is much more complicated, but we always just need to shrink the box, make the box shorter for the king. We need to push the king to the side. Yes, now king cannot move out of the square. Unfortunately, I cannot draw lines yet, but I will do that. And when we cannot shrink the box, we need to move our king. So just always try to shrink the box for the king. Now king has very small box, and an example, it moves here and we check, and you need to remember this position, checkmate in 2 moves. You can make a pause and try to find this checkmate by yourself. In these types of positions, when if now black to move, they must move to king h5 and we checkmate rook h7, so we simply wait one move and any move on the 7th rank. Okay, and checkmate. Okay, and we move to the main part of the lesson. That's just short reminding for you. Main part of the lesson is classic games and opening principles. So if you remember, the first opening principles start with e4 or d4, activate your bishop. Now you can develop your bishop, and you only if you develop your knight and bishop you can make a castle quick. Okay, so white, try to always move your pieces to the center to attack the center. Don't put your knight to the side, an example like this. This is very bad move because your knight attack only just a few squares and don't attack the center. So now white not only attack the center, but they also attack e5 pawn. So if now white to move, they will just simply take a pawn. Yes, and black need to protect the pawn. They follow the principles. Yes, white wants to attack the center, control the center, and they already on the second move they create threat. Knight c6, black also control the center and develop knight and protect the pawn. Bishop c4. That is great move. Bishop on c4 attack two important diagonals, and it's very active here. And also bishop from c4 can attack the king on the f7 pawn, f7 square. Okay, bishop c5 similar, and now white will try to push black to break, to violate the principles b4. That is gambit when white sacrifice pawn to get the tempest, and attack the center quick. So when black take b pawn, white can move c3, d4 and attack the center very quick. Beside that, this move also open diagonal a1, h8, so bishop can be developed on b2, and what is much more important, this move also open very important diagonal a3, f8. This diagonal, if we put the bishop, black king cannot castle. Yes, but the most important, white will attack the center, and black will black will move a few times their pieces. So come back to them. This. Oh, sorry. I will turn. I work with tablet now. I not yet have a laptop. I hope you can accept it. You should start the game before d4. Okay, one piece, one move. Don't block your pieces. And now white move. When white move before, in this position, black need to take the pawn, and they will move their bishop twice. And after that, when we attack c3, d4, they will move their bishop again. We push them to violate this principle. Don't move your pawns without a big reason. Yes, when white move before, they have a lot of reasons to do that. Okay, and what else? Don't hurry to eat pawns in the openings, develop your pieces, and white push black to break this principle. They will eat pawn now, and check carefully after each move what is opponent threat. Create threats and attack yourself. Okay, now we threat, simply take bishop. Okay, that is also threat. Okay, let's continue to watch this wonderful classic game. I will turn again, sorry. I hope you are okay with that. Bishop b4, c3, with idea d4 and attack the center. Bishop a5, d4, white attack the center, ed. And another principle, as soon as possible make a castle. Okay, and now black move the bishop again, third time, and trade the bishop to the knight, but knight did not make any move. That is huge achievement for the white. Even they sacrificed 3 pawns already. But they pieces much more active in this position. They bishops, they make a castle already. They bishops developed, and they have half opened lines to attack, so they will attack very quick. Bishop a3, a very important move. Now black king cannot castle, so they need to move d6 on knight e7 to make a castle. And d6, queen b3, already threat. Look, white tried to take bishop f7. They follow the principle, they develop their pieces, they attack the center, and they create threats. It's very important. If you don't create threats, black simply can move knight e7, castle, and they have 3 pawns. They will win. So we need to attack immediately. Knight h6, and again white push black to violet principles. They need to move knight to the dim, yes, or not knight again, and knight on the rim is dim, yes. They well, they sorry, okay, now okay. Knight on the rim is dim, so to protect this pawn they need to push knight on h6, where knight is not active. It cannot attack the center. It cannot protect the center, and white will attack in the center now. Only from the center they will attack the king. Queen c3. Oh, sorry. Queen f6. White again took the pawn and they attacked g7 pawn, so they have threat again with their move. They are threatening queen d7. Queen f6. If black, an example castle now, here already bishop b2, and we threat queen g7, yes, and black cannot move f6 because the king is pinned, so there are no good defense versus queen g7. Oh, queen f6. Okay, and now white to move. Who can guess how to move for the white? You can take a pause. Of course, e5, we have advantage in our development and we need to exploit the center. Yeah, e5. D takes e, and we put rooks on the open lines. Yes, and we create threat like knight e5. Bishop d7. Black cannot make a short castle because this bishop block. Did you remember when white play in the opening before? Yes, they knew they want to open this diagonal. Did you remember the principle? If you know our aim, we can get it, we can achieve it. Yes, we can come there. And if white don't know, they need to control this diagonal to don't allow black to make a short castle. They never can create this amazing gambit when they sacrifice their pawn and open this diagonal. Is it not amazing? Yeah, that is amazing example of that principle. We need to learn chess from the end to the beginning, not from the beginning to the end. An example, if white have traditional thinking like learning from the beginning to the end, from the beginning to the end, from the beginning to the end, they will never be able to create this gambit because it's impossible. Yes, yes, they don't know what do they want, and it will be hard, but because they knew what do they want, they can get this position. rook b1, again we activate our rooks, and now look, white activated all the pieces. Bishop a3 is very powerful. It don't allow black king to make a castle. Bishop c4 is very powerful. Queen is on good position. Nothing can attack white queen. No knights, no bishop cannot attack white queen. It's very good position for white queen. Rook also in attack, and also on the good position. Knight and king, everything on perfect position for the white. Yeah, long castle. Because they cannot make a short, they make a long. White simply wanted to take knight e5 and checkmate black king. And can you guess the move of the white now? You can take a pause and think a little bit. Of course, bishop a6, we need to attack the king and to after ba we can simply move queen c4, knight f5, yeah. Maybe first rook c1 and after that. What will be after ba? Let us calculate together. In this position, b takes a. How do you continue your attack for the white? I guess queen b3 will be enough, because we have double threat. Like, we want to checkmate queen b7, and if knight move, like knight f5, we checkmate king rook, queen b8. And if bishop move to allow king to run to the d7 square, we just simply can move queen b7, king d7, and just need to decide which rook d1. I think it's better to move rook b d1 and keep this rook on e line to attack the king more. And if knight d4, knight d5, yes, and if king e8, queen c8, c6, sorry. It will be winning attack for the white. An example, knight d4, knight e5, king e8, rook takes, d4, rook takes, d4, and queen c6, I guess, better, yes, and if bishop d7, knight d7, so only king d8. How to continue attack for the white? Do you have ideas? So okay, I don't see right now winning attack for the white, but need to be very careful with our calculation. Maybe white can win simpler in move before, like rook b1, maybe another rook, and that this rook will checkmate on b line, if so. No, rook d1 knight d4. Maybe just simpler rook b1 d1 knight d4, and let us find something simpler, because white right now did not sacrifice much. They just sacrificed one piece. Yes, they simply can take rook e5 and get back, take back the knight, like king e8. Rook d4 takes. That is very good example, because we need to very well know how will we attack. Otherwise we no need to sacrifice. And here I again don't see immediately win, yeah, but so I feel we can win simpler, yes, like in this position. Let us come back with our analysis, and bishop e6, queen b7, that is for sure, because it was it seems we can win by any move, but maybe we need to find something much simpler here. Maybe rook c1 also enough to win with idea. We threat queen c6 simply, but also attack if bishop d5, rook c6. And bishop c6, knight e5, queen e5. And again, black can protect. An example, rook c1, bishop d5. I calculated rook c6, bishop c6, and knight e5, but queen e5. And again, somehow black is still okay. Yes, it's not totally winning. Okay, so let's come back to this position. Let's just try to find winning calculation for the white. But why not simply rook d1, knight d4, knight e5, king e8, and simple move like knight c6, and can black counterattack with knight e2. King h1, rook d1, rook d1, and then example. King e2, king h1, rook d1, rook d1, with straight queen b8, threat, queen b8. And I guess in this position is enough to win for white. So there are no good defense against queen b8, queen a8. And this position is winning position. And if knight c6, if knight c6, queen c6, and this position is enough, because no rook d7, queen d7 checkmate. Pin. Yes, white can simply continue their attack by a very simple way, no need to create something complicated. Yes, sometimes we can do simply. Okay, knight e5, black moved knight e5 to protect b7 pawn, and now you can think how can you continue for the white. White, always remember you need to threat with each move, otherwise you can lose your advantages, so you can lose your initiative. Needs to threat, think, and we will see how did Paul Murphy play. Okay, rook c1, of course, with threat, queen c7 checkmate. Bishop c6. And now white simply can take the knight. ba, queen a6, king d7, and try to find the move for the white now. If you learned tactic, it will be easy. You can take a pause and find the right move for the white. Okay, rook c6. If queen c6, knight e5 is double attack with a fork. Queen f5, and another tactic from the white, amazing tactic. You can take a pause and find a winning attack for the white. I guess here is many ways to win, but try to find fastest. and white played rook c7. If king c7, simply queen b7 checkmate, king e8, queen c6, queen d7. Very here is amazing combination, more from Paul Murphy, because he simply can take rook d7 and easy to checkmate. Yes, but he wanted to finish this game more beautifully. Rook b8 with pin. So now queen pinned and rook pinned. Only move queen c6, rook e7, king f8, rook d8, queen k8, and rook e8 checkmate. A very good game, very good example of all the opening principles and how can we punish violence of these principles. In this game, it's not only about these principles. There are also was advanced principles, like when white played before, they sacrifice their pawn, but they push black viewing that principles. Yes, the bishop will move more times. Yes, more than one time. One piece, if you remember. Yes, and white to push them to viewing the principles. And another good principle: make a castle as soon as possible. And you see, when white played bishop a3, they don't allow, again, for the black follow this principle. They don't allow them to make a castle. And after few moves more, you see, black could not make castle anymore, short castle, and that's why they lose this game. That is amazing example of all the principles we learned today. Not only how to follow these principles, but also how to don't allow your opponent to follow these principles. Well, in the opening we want, in short, that is a little bit advanced level, but listen carefully, try to understand it. In the opening we want to develop our pieces as soon as possible, attack the center as soon as possible, make a castle as soon as possible, or don't allow to our opponent develop pieces, control that center, and make a castle. So two main reasons in the openings, and not only in the openings, in entire chess. We need to manifest our plans, ideas, and don't allow our opponent manifest plan and idea. We very well know our opponent wants to make a castle, yes, and we don't allow our opponent to make a castle. Okay, move to the next game. Again, Paul Murphy. I choose only Evans Gambits to show you the principles, because this gambit will show you how to attack the center very quick, and from the center attack the king. It's very important. First attack the center, and only after the center attack the king. White develop the knight and attack the pawn. Again, black protect the pawn, white develop bishop, black develop bishop and b4. It's very good move, because many reasons for this move. Black will move the bishop second time. We immediately attack the center with the tempo c3 d4. We also open diagonal a3 f8 and a1 h8 for our black bishop, and we also, after c3, we develop b3 square for our queen to attack f7 pawn. So many reasons for one move. That is amazing move. Bishop b4 c3, bishop c5, d4. Look, now again we attack bishop. Each move we attack something. Before we attack the bishop c3, we attack the bishop d4, we attack the bishop, and the bishop again need to move somewhere. We are winning a lot of time, a lot of tempos. And look, now we totally control the center for the white. We control the center with E and D pawns. Bishop b6. Bishop moved to c5, b4, c5, b6, 4 move, 1 piece. And that is amazing achievement for the white, because they push black to violent main chess principles, 1 move, 1 piece. Castle. White already make a castle. That is amazing achievement for the white. Knight a5. And now, look, this move break simultaneously 2 principles. First, knight on the rim is dim. Black moved knight to the side, and knight from the side cannot control the center. Knight from the side, and besides that, knight already make a second move. So bishop made 4 moves, and knight made 2 moves already, and move to the knight on the rim. Yes, it's dim. Yes, okay. That's very bad for the black, and now we will see how Paul Murphy punished for this for these mistakes. Bishop d3. Move. It's necessary to move bishop because it was under attack. So we need to also move second time, of course, because we need to defend our bishop. Knight e7. Here, knight is better than on f6, where we can attack with our pawn e5 and also it close diagonal a3, f8. That's good move for the black. Knight c3, develop knight, control the center. Castle. Big achievement for the black this time, because they could make a castle. Is more safe, but yet white will attack the king very easy, because they have advantages in the center and in the development. Bishop a3, d6. Black want to complete their development. They want to activate bishop c8 also. e5. Of course, if we have advantages in our development, we need to exploit the center. Remember this principle. If you have advantages, you need to exploit the center, attack in the center, and also attack the king as soon as possible. Bishop f5. For a very good move for the black, because they want to exchange pieces. White is attacking, and it's essentially, when you on the side of defender, you need to trade the pieces. And now also white could attack with all this idea like bishop h7, knight g5, queen h5. Not right here, but they had this idea. This diagonal was very dangerous for the black. Takes. So we need to take ed only with a big reason, yes, because our pawn e5 is very powerful to attack the king and to have more space. If we have more space, we easily can move our pieces and attack the king. So when we move ed, we need to calculate very well, and I think he calculated. Now he again he move knight to the center. Don't allow to trade bishops. It's very important, because this bishop is very powerful to attack the king and attack this 6 pawn. White is perfectly follow all the principles. They move their pieces in the center, they create a threat, and now they have initiative. Is very important. Remember, if you attack, you don't want to trade pieces, but if you from the side of defender, you need to trade the pieces. So all of that each move shows us chess principles. d5, black protect the pawn and they want to control the center, and they push out knight from square e4. Knight f6, black stars or white stars combination. Quite simple, but is also amazing. gf, just straight combinations, but white broke pawn structure close to the king, so now the king is under attack. White simply wants knight g5, queen h5, and checkmate. Knight c4, rook e1, attack the king, or attack the queen. Look, another principle, if you remember, yeah, don't put your queen under attack when other pieces will attack. So now, and one more principle, if you remember, push your rooks on the open lines. Okay, queen d6. And now if your queen will be on h5, yes, you can checkmate queen h7. So now your own knight don't allow you to attack the king. And in these situations, it's common to sacrifice your knight, like queen e5 or queen g5. Oh, not queen, sorry, yeah, knight e5 or knight g5. Knight e5. A very good combination. White want to move the queen to attack the king. Takes queen g4, attack the king, queen h8 and queen h5. Now white have threat queen h7, so each move they have threat. They move queen g4, they attack the king, and move queen h5, they want to checkmate queen h7. King d7, queen g5. Here will be just a repetition. Yes, queen h5 back, because I guess queen h7 was enough to win. Also h6, and one more combination from Paul Murphy is very good combination. Rook takes e5. Wow, bring the rook also to the attack, and with threat, always with threat, never simple moves. Rook e6, and after the f takes e, queen h6 and queen h7 checkmate. An example, yes. So that's why black takes knight e5, d takes e, queen c6. Maybe not everyone understood. Oh, sorry. Attack rook e5. So rook e5, and maybe not everyone understood how will what is the threat for the white. An example, if black takes bishop d4, yes, white to move, they will play rook e6 and close the queen from the protection of h pawn. F takes e and queen h6, king g8 and queen h7, and that is what the threat for the white. Yes, I just, sorry, I don't, yeah. You no need to understand all. Yes, just try to understand main principles. We are focusing on the openings now, and we just see examples. Yes, examples of the openings principles. Of course, you cannot understand all now, but don't worry about it. Little by little, you will understand more and more. Queen c6. Need to keep queen on the protection on h pawn, and now again white will try to block the queen from the protection of this pawn. e6, king g7. Also very important principles attack I shared today is I will show. Okay, I just try to remember it. Our aim in chess to checkmate, not to take all the pieces. It's with the games of Paul Murphy, we will see he sacrificed everything, but he checkmate. Now white simply play without a rook. queen c3. And amazingest move for the white now. It's incredible move. Only masters of old could play like this. G5. It's brilliant move because white sacrificed second rook and they have only bishop and queen. That is amazing. Queen e1, king g2, and white have simple threat, queen h6 and queen h7 checkmate, and if rook h8, an example, queen f7 checkmate. So black could find only one move to sacrifice their queen to protect their king from checkmate. Takes, with again with the threat queen g6, rook f7, queen g6. I will move a little bit quicker because yes, I want to complete this lesson and main focus on the openings. I don't explain you how to play middle games yet on this lesson. Just enjoy with me. Queen h6 attack, queen f8, queen h6, rook g7, bishop g6, maybe with idea h4, h5 and h6, king g8, h4, d4, h5, d3. Both want to promote second queen, queen g5, rook d8, and that is amazing example of yes, of calculation again from the Paul Murphy. h6. Wow, he allows black to promote the queen. Queen h f6. Wow. Simply attack with bishop and queen. Rook d7. Bishop f5. Allow so now after d1 queen again the second time black have two rooks advantage. Wow. h7, bishop e6, rook f7, bishop f7, king h7, queen g6, queen h6 checkmate. That is an amazing game from Paul Murphy. And quickly I show you one more game because I prepared it, but I feel it's already a lot for you. So if you are tired, you can take a pause and complete this lesson later. Yes. So quickly I show you one more game. Again, both develop pieces and b4, also bishop b4 c3, the same. Bishop c5, d4, attack the center first, develop the pieces, make a castle. Again the same move, knight f5. That is bad move. Knight on the rim is dim, you remember. Bishop d3, d5. That is also bad move because now when we have advantage in development, we need to exploit the center. We need to open the center. And now black attacks the center and open the center, but they have disadvantage in their position, in their development. That is a big mistake because they need to try to close the center, close the lines. White very easy can bring rook e1 to attack the king, but black cannot use open lines. It's very bad move for them. Of course cd, yes. Here will be very big mistakes to move pawn in e5 because it will close the game. So white need to open lines. Queen d5, bishop a3. I remember this very important move, and that is the big reason why white played b4 in the opening to open diagonal a3, f8, and don't allow black to make a castle. Bishop e6, knight c3. Again, remember, don't put your queen under attack on the pieces. Yes, and now black queen is under attack. Queen d7, d5. Again, open the center if you have advantage in the development. Bishop takes d5. Knight takes d5, queen takes d5, bishop b5, already combination. Open one more lines and discover attack, so this move force black to take to b5. Rook e1, put your rooks on the open lines, remember this principle. Knight e7, only way to protect the king. Knight e7, rook b1, put your rooks on the open lines and attack with tempo the queen, and again the queen on the place where it can be attacked by another pieces. So all of that principles, just see it in the game and try to manifest these principles in your games also. Rook e7, attack the king. Queen d5, each move threat. So now white wants to checkmate. Queen f7, and look of the pieces of the white. They are perfectly attack the king, and look of the pieces of the black. Queen a6 is not queen. Yes, it's not. It is not play the game. Knight f5, as they moved knight to f5, it doesn't play anymore in the game. Rook h8, rook a8, also they don't play, and the king could not castle. Queen c4, rook f7, king g8, and rook f8 checkmate with double attack and discovered attack. So thank you for this lesson. I hope you could enjoy, and try to I will send you also text file. Try to read this text file and try to apply it in your games. Try to see these principles in each move and try to apply it again and again. So practice makes perfect. Thank you so much for this lesson, for being with me, for learning chess. I hope you could enjoy, and wish you all grow quick, correctly, and enjoy chess, enjoy your life, and just be happy. So thank you so much, and see you again. Yeah, bye bye.